What's up, everybody? It's Crypto Winter Bowl with another video. Today I'm just gonna go a little bit off the cuff. I just kind of want to share with you the history of my crypto journey and when I actually got into the markets and how I'm looking at the markets right now and kind of why I decided to move all my chips in and dedicate a lot of my time to trying to get the crypto word out there. Um, so it all started. Um, my buddy one day he told me about Bitcoin. He said he saw it on Facebook and stuff like that. Um, so this was back in what was it? I want to say around November of 2016. We were screwing around with Bitcoin and buying things like Pascal coin and Decred and all these random shit coins. We were using Poloniex. I'm pretty sure all you who are around in that age remember Poloniex. Um, I just remember being in the troll boxes, you know, people just shouting out random shit coins. Um, and you'd go buy it and yeah, it'd pump 100% in a couple days. But, you know, made some money. But at the end of the day, I think I invested about 2,000, 2,500 bucks throughout 2016 and 2017. Um, and I ended up losing it all. I made some gains around here, and then I ended up buying fucking all these retarded shit coins. So swapping all my Bitcoin I bought down here, I swapped it all for shit coins up here. And then the market just tanked, right? I'm pretty sure 80% of the people that are in crypto right now remember the ICO phase and the craze of that era. Um, and the people that learned from it this last cycle here, they really capitalized. Um, but it's just heartbreaking because going through my Coinbase account and stuff like that, it's like that 1,200 or $2,000 that I was buying Bitcoin would be worth like 30, 40,000 right now. It's unreal. Um, and if I would have just bought Ethereum instead for like 20 bucks, you know, it's just it's the returns are unlike any other asset in on planet Earth. It's mind-boggling. Um, so that's why they say if you just hold it for 3 to 5 years, you're gonna make money. But you have to buy things that have that product market fit, and they're not just a downright scam. It's not a promise. Um, don't buy promise coins. You want to look for things that are complete products, not a promise coin or a security. Anything that has an ICO is um, somewhat sketchy, but it depends, right? Like Richard Hart's Pulse Chain, you sacrifice for it, but you have the reputation of Richard Hart to actually deliver on that project. Hex wasn't an ICO, um, so but Richard Hart built the reputation through Hex, and then people are confident and trust him to come through on his plans and development in Pulse Chain. So, I mean, but if it's just like some random ICO, you don't even know the founder, he doesn't show his face, it just looks sketchy. Just be cautious. Always do your research and try not to buy into those promise coins. Um, but things like Hex and the Maximus DAO team, Hedron, Jack Levin's project called Zen. These are all finished products. There's no ICO phases. In Maximus DAO, there's a mint phase where you can exchange Hex for any of the perpetuals. Um, so that's what crypto's about. It's not about giving up your dollars for, and you're essentially buying a promise in 95% of crypto. Um, so I bought the top on Bitcoin. I think I bought like 17K. You know, probably I put 1,000 in here, lost it all doing the shit coinery. Then I put like another 1,200 up here. Literally bought the top on the day, and then I just said fuck it. Like crypto is a scam. I got scammed. Blah blah blah. So I forgot about it. I completely forgot about crypto for like literally until COVID, right? So after crypto, so crypto was my first introduction into financial markets. So it's like the highest risk. And then I started learning about stocks and real estate and metals. So I was buying like equities in 2019. I was buying like silver and gold and all that bullshit. Um, I was learning about real estate um, because it's really interesting to me. I like real estate. Um, but so I bought into all that garbage. I did make money in the stock market, a decent amount of money. Um, trading uranium stocks and shit like that. But the metals did honestly absolutely dick all. So I ended up selling that shit and putting it back into crypto. Um, so all the money from my metals and my stocks is now in crypto. Um, but I didn't do that back here. I was taking my time and I was learning all the different markets, right? Like I mentioned, stocks, real estate, precious metals, like that's what I was doing in this area. And then COVID hit, and I was doing the stocks during this last bull run, and I just kind of sat back and kind of watched what was happening in the crypto markets. I didn't put any money in um, during the bull run. I started putting money in around around here, around February of 2022. That's when I kind of started dabbling in some money. Um, and then around like June, July, I sold all my equities. I sold all my precious metals. I sold everything, and I just put it all into crypto, mainly because the returns are just like dog shit in everything else. Like you might keep up to inflation at best in equities and metals. Like metals, you'll just like lose. Like it's just a lose negative sum. Like there's no winning in metals, right? Uh, it's not even a good store value to be honest. That's just my opinion. But it all depends on when you buy the metal, right? And when you sell. But at best you're gonna get like 50%, 20%, 50%. It's like nil. Um, so like crypto, the reason why I'm attracted to crypto is because what other markets are you able to make a 10x or a 20x in like 2 to 3 years, right? Um, that's like the ultimate hedge against inflation. but you have to be able to deal with the volatility of the market. So 90% of people, they just can't deal with that volatility, right? Like I know guys at work, it's like, oh, the market's down, the stock market's down, S&P is down like 2%. Oh my God, my retirement's getting pushed back for another 5 years. It's like, oh my God, are you serious? You're bitching about 2%? Like, come on, just buy more, I guess. But that's why crypto is kind of the ultimate hedge against inflation, because buying buying at the bottoms, you're gonna get those outsized returns. And 1 to 3 years, I'd say about 3 years in the crypto market, you're gonna get about 10 to probably 15 to 20 years in the stock market. Like 3 to 5 years in crypto, you're gonna get about 15 to 20 years returns if you were to do that in the stock market. Probably even more, right? I'm just talking about investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Um, so that's why I'm not. I don't want to rely on like things like my pension, like CPP because I live in Canada, my RRSPs, um, work pension. Like, there's like three things really that the average person has for investments, and those won't do shit. Like, it might sound like a lot of money right now, like a couple quarter million or so, but like, if you only have like 500,000 to a million, um, at your retirement, you know, you for damn sure aren't retiring before you're 65. Um, and you're not gonna live a very upscale lifestyle. Like, it's gonna be either the same as how you're living right now, or it's gonna be much worse. Like, it's not gonna be better. Um, you're gonna be living the same or worse than you are today. And that just has to do with inflation. Like, think about it, in 30 years, 35 years from now, I'm under 30 right now. Like, what's a loaf of bread gonna cost? What's a fucking pound of chicken gonna cost? Like, I spent 250 bucks on groceries just for myself. Like, I don't have a family, but like I could imagine in 35 years, that bill being 450 every 2 weeks. So like I could honestly see me having to spend around 800 to $900 on food in like 35 years. Um that's just not a that's like that's just reality, I think. Um so like what are all these people going to do, right? Um I that's why I firmly believe that crypto is the way out of financial burden later on in your life. Um, just look at what's going on right now. It's absolutely insane. Um, but yeah, 1 second here. Like, let's look at the S&P for example. Like, if you're buying up here, you're down like 20%, right? Yeah, like 20, let's say call it 25%. So it looks like there's probably further downside. I personally think it could go to like 32.75. And how long is that going to take to recover, right? It's probably going to take at least a year and a half to recover. So, and let's draw a line from here to here. So, if we go there, that's only a 50% gain. Crazy. And that's going to take a year and a half or 2 years. I don't know. But like, let's check Bitcoin. Okay, let's say Bitcoin does hit that 11K and goes to highs. You're up like 500%. Like, that's 10 times more. You'll get 10 times the returns just buying Bitcoin than you will the S&P 500. Like, guaranteed. It's a guarantee. So, like, where would you rather put your money? In the stock market, buy the index funds, or do you just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum? And that's what most people don't understand is like these things are volatile, but the volatility is what makes it the best performing asset class. It's volatile to the upside and the downside. The equities market is not volatile at all. So you're not going to get those moves up or move down. You're at best you might outpace inflation, but like that's like a very minuscule maybe. I think overall, like you're just holding your capital. I think that's it's just like a hold. You're literally just preserving your value, if not losing value, just at like a very slow rate, which I think is what it's intended to do. Because they don't want people making lots of money. Yeah, it's just funny. All these older people are like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's gonna go to 5 cents or worthless or whatever. It's gonna be zero. It's like, oh yeah, well, that's actually mathematically impossible because I think currently right now it costs about like $14,000 Canadian to actually mine a Bitcoin. So that'd be about nine. That'd be about like 11K, you know. So like that 11K mark is kind of the fair value of Bitcoin based on how much it costs to mine in electricity. Like how much electricity it costs to mine one Bitcoin is around 11,000 US, give or take. Like it's never going to be exact. But like, and that's where price will probably sink to. Um, it'll claim that fair value, um, and then probably it might dip a little bit lower, but not for long. But like people that say Bitcoin's going to zero is, you know, they're just not educated on what it is and how it works and where the value comes from. Um, so you know, try not to argue with people too much, but it's just funny. So yeah, like I really wanted to start this YouTube channel just to kind of document my journey in crypto. Um, I've been watching this market for what since 2016, 27, we'll just call it 2017. So 3 years. So about 5, almost 6 years. Um, and this cycle coming up is the first good stab that I'm taking it at it. Like back here, I didn't even know what like even a stock was in 2016. I had no idea. You know, I traded forex and all that shit, right? Like I did it all, um, and I just lost all my money. So this cycle around is like I'm taking a good stab, good capital investment into the space. Um, I feel like I really know what I'm doing, and I really want to capitalize on this next cycle. Um, Mainly because there's just like the crypto market really gives me hope. Like hope that gives me hope that I won't have to work until I'm the age of 65. You know, maybe I could shave a few of those years off and get them back, you know, instead of slaving away at my 7 to 3 job, you know, making like all right money, but still like you're not going anywhere. It's you just feel trapped. Like I feel like I was feeling trapped before. Like what am I gonna do? Like life is just so meh. But you know, getting into crypto, it's like anything's possible. It's quite empowering because you see some of the returns that you can make. And it's like wow, like absolutely life changing. Um, it's crazy. Uh, you know, people say things like, "Oh, money isn't everything," and "money won't make you happy," blah blah blah. It's like that's bullshit because if we all had 5 or 10 million bucks to our name, we wouldn't be fucking working here right now. Like we would be enjoying the things that we like to do. You know, like money has us tied into these jobs that maybe some of us like. I mean, I don't really like the job. I more or less like the people I work with. Um, but it's like money is why we're there. We need money to live and pay our bills, feed the families. You know, so money is actually very important. And if you can figure it out, then you might not have to work another day in your life. Like I know what I would be doing is more of the things I like to do. Like doing this stuff. Like I started doing this about a month ago and it's been really fun. Like I enjoy doing it. So I'm gonna keep doing it and keep kind of spreading that knowledge and positivity to everybody. Um, you know, I was trying to do this to my close friends and peers and people at work, telling them about crypto and finance and things like that, but like it just doesn't punch hard enough. Like people don't give a fuck because you're in the same position as they are, so until you can show that you're proof of work, like until you show that you've made it, they ain't gonna listen to you. So it's like I just stopped trying to tell people for the most part, and now I'm just on here expressing my thoughts and stuff like that. So that's mainly why I wanted to make this video. Just kind of give a brief summary of like what I'm about and why I'm doing YouTube. Um, you know, this bear market has been long, so I kind of was starting to get a little bit antsy and I wanted to do something, so I decided to just start it, right? Um, so yeah, let's just check out Hex real quick. So yeah, Hex. Yeah, I found good support there, so uh could go more to the downside, but we'll just watch it. If it does, great. If it doesn't, then you know, bags packed already. So yeah, Hedron much the same. I ain't mad. If it goes lower, I'll just buy more. I don't really give a fuck. Same with ETH too. Like ETH is looking juicy. It kind of found support in that 200-week moving average. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think we could experience more downside, but who knows? We'll see how October goes and take it from there. Just keep buying on the way down. That's all you can really do. But anyways, guys, that should be it for this video. I just wanted to share kind of those thoughts with everybody. A little bit of who I am and why I'm here. Um, but yeah, Crypto Winter Bowl out.